Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Live with Customlowz. Today we're going to be sanding this enclosure for two Sundown Audio X15s. It's got gloss black on it. This is like I'm sanding the second coat of gloss black on it. There's many coats of primer. Gloss black requires a ton of body work, a ton of sanding. Right now I'm blocking it out, as you might be able to see, or I'll just get you a closer view. Sean Barlow, what's up? Franco, how's it going, man? Will Wilson, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are tuning in, make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know you're in here. As you can see, there are some areas where I've already burned through the gloss. I'm trying to block it out, so I want it to be really smooth. Gloss black, in the reflection, you'll kind of see any unevenness. So I'm trying to stay away from that by at least using my foam block to block it out and hopefully get it all flat. I've already started sanding a lot on this thing. Sean Barlow, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Will Wilson, thank you so much, buddy, for the super sticker. I appreciate it, dude. So I've been working on this box for a very long time now. It's a pretty complicated box. If you guys have seen anything of it, you've seen the inside has a lot of complicated window bracing in it. This thing's got windows on the top here, well, which is really going to be the front, and then it's got windows inside the baffle as well. So this thing's definitely got a lot going on. I've been sanding it up. I think I'm going to make it easier on myself and move this down onto the floor, or at least so I can stand it up on its side. Michael Gross, what's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let's get some foam down. I made 2 in a row. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I always see your name pop up in the comments. All right. So, get some foam down on the floor. It's kind of easier to have the face you're sanding up. It's probably pretty obvious, but this box is big, so it does become a hassle to try to move around also. All right, so how do I even want to go about this? I really almost don't. I almost don't want to move it off. Alright, I guess I'm doing the other side first. If my cart don't tip over with it. Of course it's going to. Or it wants to. There we go. Oh, of course, the side I've almost sanded completely. That's okay, I can finish it up. If you guys are just tuning in, this is a box for 2 Sundown Audio X15s or ZV515s. Ocean, what's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm using 320 grit sandpaper and a like a semi-hard foam block to sand this out. Gloss black requires a lot of work. I'm hoping this can be my last coat of gloss black needed. I used Rust-Oleum gloss black enamel in my HVLP gun to spray this thing, and that's what I'll be using again to do an additional coat on here. It's a good gloss black color, plus you can get it at Home Depot. It's like really easily accessible to buy, very cost effective, and it really gives you a hard gloss finish, which is nice. Only bad thing is when you're painting wood, it is a lot of work to get it smooth. I mean, not that I'm I guess I'm shooting semi for perfect, I guess you could say. Close to automotive grade finish. Obviously, on every project I do, I want to do the best work I can. So I've been really working hard on this thing to make sure this paint job is really good. I did probably 3 or 4 coats of primer. And also for that, I used Rust-Oleum. I used clean metal primer. I know it is wood, but it works just fine, and I can buy it from Home Depot. I guess I like to use things that I can buy easily. Or, you know, I used it and I made it work, and it just works good for me, so I keep going with it. 418 Lightning, what's up, man? Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, this thing would be probably significantly heavier, I'd say, if it was MDF. It's made out of poplar ply, actually, which is not a very heavy ply, but this box is definitely very heavy. It's got a triple baffle on it, and there's also just a ton of bracing on the inside as well, which adds to the weight. Plus the plexiglass, it's got a full 1-inch thick window, or no, 3/4 inch thick window. Will Wilson, this is going in a Jeep Cherokee. Alright, so I want to try to show you guys an example of what I am shooting for here. Now again, it is gloss black, but when you sand it, it kind of basically turns into matte. So you can kind of see in this finish how it has these little, kind of like an orange peelish effect to it. I'm trying to sand all that down flat, and what I'll end up with is that right there. It's kind of how you know you're almost, or it's basically how you know you're sanded completely flat. Up. Alright, there we go. Definitely a lot of work. Anthony Kimball, this is 2 ZV4s. No, ZV5s or X's? Hold on. I gotta see. I haven't looked at this paperwork in forever for this build. I've been doing the paint for so long, and I work on so many other boxes. I remember what subs ish, but the exact details, like, which one was that? Yeah, it's either X's or ZV5s. you guys are just tuning in, we're working on a box for 2 Sundown Audio 15s. I'm working on basically sanding the last, hopefully one of the last coats that I'll have to sand. I'm using 320 grit sandpaper with a soft foam block, kind of just sanding everything as flat as I can make it. Needs more air hose. Subs-ish. Yeah, exactly, Colby. Subs-ish. 2 Sundown Audio 15s-ish. 15s-ish. It's one of them. It's got a gloss white interior as well. So, I have been working on this enclosure on and off for months. Not really on and off, but it's a lot of work to get something like this done. Make sure you guys drop a comment. Let me know where you're viewing from. Let me know who's viewing. And if you guys have any questions, make sure you ask. I got no problem trying to answer any audio-related questions you guys might have, or fabrication-related. I prefer if you stick to fabrication-related. A lot of people tend to ask me immediately when I post that, they're like, how do I tune my box? And it's like, man, I can help you with that, but I'd probably be much better at helping you figure out how to build your box, or, you know, get a nice paint job or a nice finish on it. As I rip these LED wires out of the box, almost. All right. Alright, now I got to get all these little details in here. I've already block sanded the front. I'm just going to kind of basically scuff up the details. Those are actually pretty good, but you got to sand in between your coats, obviously. And I'm using, again, Rust-Oleum gloss black enamel paint. I buy it by the gallon and spray it with my HVLP gun. Maybe, I don't know what time it is because I'm streaming with my phone, but we might be able to get the painting process tonight as well. Let's see what happens. Sanding always seems to take way longer than you ever hoped or thought it would. Philly, rank, just curious when you're offering a box for the 2015 double cab under seat, 2015 to 2018. I will have that very soon, hopefully. Yeah, the double cab, I'll have that very shortly. Well, I don't want to say very shortly. I got a truck coming in December, so maybe February, maybe a tad longer than that. We're gonna see. I'm in no rush to release new products. I got plenty enough builds to get done, honestly. Although I would love to have you as a new customer as well, but I got to make sure I focus on getting things done more than trying to create new products, I guess you could say. I will definitely keep everyone on the page posted about those. It's going to take me a while. I'm still in the process of doing my the basic what are they? The 20 to, I guess you could say 22. I call them extended cabs, but you're calling them double cabs. Yeah, I think double cab is what you said. So I got the 20 to 22 double cab mold, but which coincidentally I find out actually also fits the crew cab, and they didn't change under the seats. All they actually changed was like the length of the rear passenger area. So the seats and the spacing underneath it is exactly the same. So what I'm creating is basically an XL version, or I guess you could say an elite version of the enclosure. It's going to be for people who want to add maybe more subs or bigger subs. With the fiberglass bottom, I was able to actually get a lot of airspace out of it. Maybe even 310s worthy. I would definitely say 310s worthy. Maybe touching on 6/8. We'll have to see what the final numbers come out to. The newer trucks also come with a much higher seat too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be getting your year, Philip Rank. I'll be getting your year double cab, whatever the heck you guys call it, in here soon, shortly, couple months. Eventually, I'll have it. I promise. My intention is to get every single truck they make. Eventually, I don't want to have anybody ever ask me, hey, can you do this? And I have to say no to them about it. In a perfect world, I'd have every truck available on my website. And eventually that's what will happen. That's kind of why I stopped / quit building custom boxes, specifically boxes like of this nature, which just takes so long. But also I want to get into the truck stuff a lot heavier. I already offer a lot of different things for trucks: Ford, Chevys, Nissans, GMCs, and also I have a bunch of years, the extended cabs. But I want to be able to offer basically every truck. I know a lot of Dodge guys hit me up, a lot of Toyota guys. They have a hard time getting anything in their truck, or maybe they just specifically want something from me in their truck. Either way, I want to have a solution for those people. I intended on just scuffing it up, and now I'm like over here fully sanding it again. Colby said, I want to see the videos of your customers thumping their Customlowz box. Soon, my man. I'm gonna get some videos of Will's ride. That thing is tremendously louder than I expected it to be. We're gonna get some videos of that posted up. 95%, if not more, of my customers are out of state. I ship almost everything, and when they are in Florida, they're kind of really far. And not that I never get any video feedback, because I do, but no offense to my awesome customers, sometimes their video quality is ass. And it's really not postable, and then it just doesn't give a real light to what they're working with. So unless I can film it myself, which even locally I don't take in, I don't let customers come to location normally, or almost ever, I guess I would say. It's just I'm not presented with the opportunity very often, very much. But Will is a local customer, and I just finished up his build, his box. You guys seen I did quite a few videos on that thing. It's the center console in the Duramax with two DS18 Hooligan 15s. That thing's definitely loud for sure. We'll have some videos of it soon. For now, you guys can watch me sand. Also, too, I'm personally beyond burnt out on demo videos. Everyone and their cousin posts demo videos. So I know, I guess it would be good for the customers or potential customers or whatever, but it's not the kind of content I personally want to do. And it's really hard to give a good example of what a base system sounds like in a vehicle with the video. I mean, yeah, you can see stuff flexing, I suppose. Maybe for the more extreme setups, you can see some air moving. But other than that, what in the video really can give you a good say of, does that box sound good or not? There's a couple videos floating around for sure. There's definitely a couple videos. I know I have a couple videos on Jacob Viral that Jacob Viral did of builds that I've done. Usually that's how they're going to get filmed anyway. Oh yeah, Colby, I would like to see how they look in the rides too. I have a short video clip I made up of basically people's underseat boxes in their trucks, but we'll get more, man. I'm really also focusing a lot heavier on making content, getting video, getting pictures, all that stuff. I was very focused and concerned with building for a long time. Kind of came to that conclusion today, I literally did not do any sort of live videos up until very recently, and I guess little social media stuff besides Instagram. I guess you could say I did whatever I found could directly relate to a sale, but these videos are more. They're more for fun. They're more for you guys, you DIY guys. I'm trying to throw in some tips and tricks and stuff like that. Give you guys some pointers when I can. Hopefully even just seeing visually someone do this or do a task can help you guys as well. I know I've definitely gotten a lot of comments from you guys, which I totally appreciate, saying that, these videos helped and they learned something that they were able to use on their, their own project, that's beyond cool for me. Or to be able to inspire you guys to build anything yourselves. Build anything yourselves is really cool. Will Wilson, you should have ordered that battery for me. I could have got it for you cheaper. I'm so upset with you. So upset with you. Not a ton cheaper, but cheaper. Will's getting a Limitless Lithium Cyber 12K for his truck. He's got the DS18. I believe it's the I know it's an 8K. I'm trying to think of the brand name 8K it is. I'm totally drawing a blank on that, to be honest. I could have still got it for you cheaper. But hey, I guess now you bought it directly from them and you won't have to worry about any sort of warranty thing. Hopefully. As long as you treat the battery right, though, you ain't going to need no warranty, in my opinion. It'll be well used up before you ever would need to have any sort of warranty work done on it. Man, I don't know who in here seen that recent vehicle fire. It was the green Yukon or something like that. It was on some big rims. It's a pretty cool build. I believe actually Kraus built that at Raw Customs, but I guess their JY battery failed. I mean, I don't know. You have to go read the post. I didn't read into it too much. When something like that happens, there's so much speculation, dude, and I didn't even want to, I guess, get into it too much because there's going to be finger pointing in every single direction there is. So, but I don't know if you guys seen any of that. It's a pretty crazy event. Guy had a lot of money in his truck. It's kind of sad. Not kind of sad to see. It's definitely sad to see. Hopefully, insurance covers something. Although I know most insurance companies don't cover audio stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what he had in the truck, dude, but the burnt picture, the pictures of the burnt vehicle, like in the interior, it was just piles and mounds of burnt amps and what looked like zero gauge copper, and like, dude, like just speakers burnt out. You could see voice coils everywhere. Crazy, dude, crazy. Everyone was okay from what I did read in the post, so that is that's a good thing for sure. But man, that would be just so devastating. Oh, so much sanding. Yeah, well, now you're going serious in the audio system, so you need a serious battery to back it up, in my opinion. Electrical is very important. You didn't have crap electrical before, but AGMs, unless you're going to do a ton, is not going to get you what you're going to need, honestly, man. So, definitely looks like we ain't going to get this thing painted tonight after how long everything is taking to sand. If you guys got any questions about what's going on or fabrication questions in general, feel free, drop a comment, ask me. If I know, I will definitely try to answer. This is an enclosure for 2 Sundown Audio 15s. If you've seen our other videos or my other videos on this thing's definitely a really cool enclosure. It's got a gloss white interior finish, a bunch of window bracing. It's got windows inside the baffle itself, windows in the front, as you can see here. It's basically the details I'm sanding up now. All right, now I'm sanding this horrible drip I got on here. Guess we'll finish sanding up these details and we'll call it a night on this thing. It has definitely been a long day. Man, it'll take this whole corner down to primer to get this drip out of here. This is tragic. I'm gonna take it down to bare wood. Damn. One little drip and it messes you up that much. Just trying to sand it out of there. These details definitely take a lot of time and a lot of work. But when it's all said and done, this enclosure is going to look really, really damn good. And this paint job is going to be damn near automotive quality, in my opinion, or show quality is for sure. Although I don't know what show you're going to call, because I've seen a lot of shitty paint jobs at shows, that's for sure. I've seen a lot of ugly boxes. I've seen a lot of bad paint jobs. I've seen a lot of bad work in general at shows. So, I guess when you say show worthy, that word, that saying is almost pretty empty in itself, actually. Considering, I mean, even some of the cream of the crop shows, like, not that I've personally been to SEMA to see it with my own eyes, but I think you guys have all seen the pictures of the SEMA builds that are definitely, I guess you wouldn't consider SEMA worthy. But this thing's going to look damn good once it's done. I guess it's going to be Customlowz ready by the time it's done. That'll be the new standard quality, or standard of quality, I guess you could say. I mean, not that there's nobody in the world doing this, but a lot aren't. A lot of people would have left the paint job with what I had when it was looking on the first coat, and I mean, I think maybe even the customer would have been happy with it, honestly, but I like to make sure everything is, by the time it leaves the shop, as good as I can produce. Especially a project like this that's already taken me so long. These extra steps, man, I'm not going to skimp out on them, because these are going to be what justifies, kind of sometimes like the work that goes into these things, because you're going to end up with a really nice paint job in the end. Over here sweating on the box. Doing a lot of work. Alright, these details are looking pretty good. I'm going to get like a abrasive scrub pad, or mildly abrasive scrub pad. Get that little step in there. Just lightly scuff it up so the paint adheres good. You want to make sure if you're ever doing a second coat, if you're ever doing a second coat on anything, you scuff up every surface that paint is going to go back onto, because it could flake or fall away eventually. So, using like an abrasive pad, they sell them at Home Depot. These are like very similar to even what you wash your dishes with. So we go around getting in that little fine detail. And this will just scuff up the surface enough to give us some added paint adhesion. We're going to finish this up, probably get out of here. If you guys have any last minute comments or questions, definitely let me know. I'd love to help any of you guys if you guys have questions. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video and drop us a comment below. Same thing with Facebook. Make sure you follow the page, like the page, all that good stuff. And if you do need subwoofer enclosures for your truck, go check out my website. I got tons of years, makes, models, all that good stuff. Man, I'm really sweating on this thing now. That's when you're working hard on it, I guess. doing all this work live, so you guys know I don't shortcut stuff. Or it'll at least give the people, like you guys, everyone, a good idea of exactly what goes into some of these projects like this. It's very quickly overlooked a lot of the times how much work actually does go into something of this nature, or even more basic than this. I mean, obviously, if you guys watched earlier or yesterday's video of the 4/8 or the curved subwoofer box enclosure, the 4 ZBX 8s box, that was a pretty simple box, so that's a good example of something that doesn't take very long. But when you're doing custom stuff like this, you know, custom shapes like this, kerfs. I got kerfs all over the place on here. Whole bunch of window bracing. Gloss black in itself, man, is definitely a hard paint job to do. I keep telling myself I'm going to stop doing it, but then people keep saying I really want it, and then I just raise the price, and they keep paying for it, and I keep sanding, and they keep wanting it, and I keep raising the price, and they keep wanting it some more, and I keep sanding. It's kind of, people love the gloss black, but man, this is a lot of work, I tell you what. Like the first couple times I did it, I completely underestimated the amount of work that goes into getting a really, really nice finish on something. You know, in certain colors, they're going to paint so much differently than others. It's a whole lot of labor, whole lot of love, whole lot of effort that goes into stuff like this. Again, guys, if you're tuning in right now, this is an enclosure for 2 Sundown Audio 15s. I'm not going to tell you which ones right now because I don't know, but it's for 2 Sundown Audio 15s. You're looking at the enclosure basically upside down, kind of, or it's on its back side. The windows are going to be facing the opening of the hatch. It's a subs up, port back configuration box. We got plexiglass windows on the top, plexiglass windows on the front, gloss white interior in this thing. I know you guys can't see it, but trust me, it is there. LEDs in this thing. It's going to be a really good looking enclosure when it's all finished up. It already looks really good. Tons of work gone into this thing. Lots of sanding, lots of paint, lots of primer, a whole lot more sanding. Yeah, there's a cat. All right, let's see. There we go. CRX Ugly Kid, Singer makes a lot of different types of RCA wires. Which would you recommend to use that are twisted, etc.? And have you ever tried New Concept crystal RCA wires? I have seen the New Concept stuff. I would say it's all of pretty good quality. So New Concepts, in my book, good to go. Almost anything from them. As far as Stinger goes, they have a lot of different variations of RCAs. And I'll be completely honest with you, I have never noticed a difference between a $3 set of RCAs and a $150 set of RCAs. Absolutely no difference have I ever noticed. I think noise comes a lot from improper grounding or some other situation going on there. RCAs are RCAs in my opinion. I completely understand that the better ones make us feel better because even myself, hey, I want to have the nicer set of RCAs. They look cooler. They look like they're going to be better. It's just a totally better situation. Oh no, we got an outside cat facing off with my inside cat. I don't know what's going to happen there. Randy Kessel, what's up, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want an enclosure, man, go check out my website for sure. Or, well, not that style enclosure. I really can't do it, man. Maybe I have a low fabs that fits your needs. What is going on over here? There's a cat. Face off. Go on, get it. There's now like wild cats all over the place, and they've finally come to realize my shop cats. And now they're trying to hang out all the time in front. Either way, guys, I'm getting out of here. We've been standing for a long time. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been watching this far, make sure you comment 1728 down below. It's a little secret thing between me and you guys who are watching to the end of this video. So we know you're watching it. A lot of you guys don't, or a lot of those other people don't, I guess you could say. So thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you drop me a comment below. Like this video up. Follow the page on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. All that good stuff. We're going to be back with another live stream tomorrow. We'll probably start real early in the morning, so any of you guys who are actually on, I want to get this thing finished up, sanded, and get another coat of gloss paint on here so it can dry. We got another enclosure coming up tomorrow, and we're going to have enclosures for forever. So stay tuned in. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys again on another episode of Live with Customlowz.